Hello everyone, welcome to the demonstration of our OptCD tool. This tool is developed by me, Thalank, along with Emran, Santo, August and Wing. Let me first introduce the OptCD tool in a high level. OptCD is a tool that dynamically detects the generation of unnecessary directories during a continuous development pipeline. The OptCD also suggests a fix for continuous development pipeline configuration file so that the unnecessary directories are not generated anymore. Now, to understand what is unnecessary directories, we first need to understand what is unnecessary file. This table summarizes the rule to classify a file to be necessary or unnecessary. As shown in the table, a file is unnecessary if it is never accessed during a CD build. Let me give you an example of how a file can be necessary or unnecessary. Suppose this echo command is run and the output is redirected to a file called file.txt. In this case, the file.txt is created and is also modified to write the content ABC into it. However, this file is not yet accessed since there is nothing else running after this command. So file.txt is an unnecessary file. Now suppose that a cat command is run following the echo command. Then cat command reads the content of the file, thus the file is accessed and it is classified as a necessary file. Now that we know what is necessary file and what is unnecessary file, let me explain what is necessary and unnecessary directories. An unnecessary directory is a directory which contains only unnecessary files. In contrast, if a directory contains any necessary files, then we classify that directory to be necessary directory. To run the OptCD tool, there are some prerequisites. The first prerequisite is that you will need a GitHub API key from your GitHub developer setting. Remember that you will need to provide read and write permission to the actions under repository permission for your GitHub API key. The next prerequisite to run our tool is Gemini API key. The OptCD tool uses Gemini API key to automatically prompt Gemini to find fix for the command that is creating unnecessary directories. The GitHub API key and Gemini API key are passed to environment variables named GitHub API token and Gemini API key. The third and the last prerequisite is that you should install GitHub command line interface on your computer. Now I will show the demonstration of the OptCD tool. So we will run OptCD tool in this build.ml file from PDF-SAM project. To run the OptCD tool, you will need to run the run.sh file, where the first command line argument is the ML file in which you are running the tool. The second command line argument is the modified ML file that the tool should create. Third and the fourth argument are the GitHub username and the project name. And the final argument is the optional output log file name. That's it. Just run this command and wait until the OptCD finishes analyzing the build.ml file. So at this point, the OptCD tool has finished its execution. During its execution, the OptCD tool first of all modifies the ML file and run the ML file to dynamically track the unused directory and map the unused directory to their respective plugins. Then the OptCD uses LLM to find the fix for the existing command in build.ml file so that the unnecessary directory is not generated anymore. In this scenario, the fix include adding disable XML report equals true into the Maven command. The OptCD applies this new command into the ML file and run the ML file again to track if the unnecessary directory is generating or not. Now let us look into the detail of the result by opening the file result.txt. The result file contains all the unused directory and the responsible plugin for creation of those unused directories. These unused directories were created while running the old command in the original build.ml file. However, after applying the fix suggested by the LLM, we can see that the surefire reports directory is not being generated anymore. So this is how the OptCD tool works.